First of all, let's just get over the fact that not Esdeath, yeah, you belong in S class because basically the strongest character. Rivaling her is only Budo. Although I think that Budo is not S tier yet. His maybe A tier is definitely much weaker than Esdeath. Budo is basically somewhat of a glass cannon. He's basically a tank. He's strong in defense and offense, but he lacks so much in speed. It was just, bad for him that he went up against mine, who's also another glass cannon. But basically, Budo, due to his lack of agility and speed, is A tier. Next up, I guess it's Bulat. We're definitely not as strong as Budo. I think Budo will easily defeat Bulat because his attacks are strong. Budo, in close range, is also pretty decent. He was able to keep up with Leone. So you know what? In close range, which is Bulat's battle area, I think Budo would win. So I don't think it's A tier yet. And then there's Lubbock. I think Lubbock is also another B tier. I love Lubbock, man, but you know what? If you're put up against Bulat, I think you would lose because I don't think his chinks are exactly effective against those characters with armor. I'm considering putting him in A because he's smart and like I think he can outwit a lot of the other characters. But anyway, you know what? For now, Lubbock, you shall stay in B tier, below Bulat. Next up, Najenda the boss herself. This might get a bit controversial, but this is based on the anime. And in the anime, I don't know about the manga at all, but in the anime, Najenda was pretty useless. So I think I'm gonna have to put you in D because she's good in like plans and stuff, but a lot of the other characters are also pretty smart. So I don't think Najenda is like able to defeat any character on this list, honestly. Next up is what's her name again? Kurome, right? Kurome. So Kurome's peak is in the fight between I don't know what's the arc called. Basically in the fight between Kurome and Bols against the majority of the Night Raid. He's definitely above B tier, maybe A tier, even S tier. The question is, can she beat Budo? I feel like Esdeath could easily, well not easily, Esdeath could defeat Kurome because her powers are just really strong. So against Budo, Kurome might be able to win because she does have numbers, but Budo is actually really strong. Budo could easily defeat her minions. I'm gonna just say that. Neither is someone calling me, man? Nope. Okay. I think they're basically on par with one another. Uh, but you know what? I'm gonna have to say Budo is stronger than Kurome, and therefore Kurome is an A tier. Next up is Sheele. I think she's B tier. She's definitely not on par with Kurome. Against Bulat, I think they might draw. Sheele might win because his scissor can, cut anything. But against, I think Lubbock could outsmart Sheele. Therefore, I think all of them is like a triangle. I think Bulat is the strongest out of the three, and then Lubbock, and then maybe Sheele. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Sheele is below Lubbock and Bulat. Next up is okay. I'm so sorry, guys, but Leone didn't have much power display. We didn't get to see him like actually doing something grand or big or like defeat a strong enemy or something. Leone, I think she just has to be D tier, man. And then Run, she's basically Leone level, so I'm gonna put him also in D tier. I think Leone would win because yeah, I think majority of the characters could defeat Run. Run is pretty weak. Run, we only get to see so little of Run. Only in the fight scene in the last two episodes when Run was against Leon, and when the Jaegers like showed their powers to Tatsumi. And next we have Tatsumi. Tatsumi at this max potential, he's definitely S tier, okay? But I just wanna mention both Tatsumis. Tatsumi before and after. And in Tatsumi before, I think Tatsumi is able to defeat Leon. With the Tatsumi having an Incursio, I think he can defeat Leon. Maybe not. I don't know actually. You know what? I changed my mind. I think Leon and Ron is able to defeat Tatsumi even with Incursio. However, at Tatsumi at his peak, definitely S tier. I don't think he can defeat Esdeath yet. Can he defeat Esdeath? Actually, I think he can defeat Esdeath because he's very fast and strong. And I think that's enough to defeat Esdeath. I don't think Esdeath will be able to use his freezing powers on Tatsumi because Tatsumi will just like overcome it. Yeah, I think Tatsumi at his prime in defeating the Prime Minister, I mean the Child Emperor, I think Tatsumi is like the strongest character. And then we have Akame. She defeated Esdeath, we know, but then again, against Incursio, against Evolved Incursio, I think Tatsumi is gonna win because Akame just can't like pierce Tatsumi's Incursio. So next up is mine. Uh, Mine did defeat Budo. However, it's because Budo didn't have much. But compared to the other characters who have like this decent speed at least, the other characters could easily dodge mine's attacks, mine's pumpkin. Because against Leone might win. Against Ron, I think mine would win. And because I think Leone would win, I think I'm gonna move Leone to C tier, and mine is in the top of the D tier now. Yeah, I think I agree much better with this. She's a glass cannon, and it's easy to counter glass cannon. And then Seiryu, she's maybe B tier. Seiryu did defeat Sheele and mine, but I think if it's a 1v1, either of those two could defeat Seiryu easily. So I think I'm gonna put Seiryu in C class. You know what? Mine and Sheele is above Seiryu, Lubbock, Bulat, and so on. And now we have you. I forgot your name. Who are you, dude? I have to go back to my anime list to. Cause he's just such a side character. I don't even know why I included you, man. Cause boring. One of the three beasts. I forgot his name. Uh, Daidara. Okay, I I had no idea because Daidara. The strongest of the three beasts have to be Liver. I think a lot of the Nightweight members are able to defeat Liver. And if Liver is the strongest character, I think maybe you guys are also here. I don't think they're able to defeat Leone. I think they're maybe Run level. I think they're stronger than Run. So since we weren't given much on Daidara, I think Daidara is the weakest. And then the girl, who's the girl? Who's the girl? Who's the girl? Who's the girl? Meow? Meow, okay. Bruh. I think Liver is the strongest out of the three of them, and Meow is second, and then Daedra is third. And now Bols. I think Bols will be C class. I think Leon could easily defeat Bols. Bols is not as strong as long as Bols doesn't do his suicide thing. If that happens, then Bols would win, which technically makes him stronger. So Bols could just use his suicide attack, and the enemies would either be dead or close to be dead, and Bols could just finish him off, could finish him or her off. So I'm gonna have to say Bols is B class. And then what's his name? Wave. I think any of the Night Raid member is able to defeat Wave. He's basically Tatsumi level. When Tatsumi was new to Incursio, slightly stronger, and thus he's either C or D. He's maybe stronger than the three Bs, so I'm gonna have to put him in C class. And then do we have the Kid Emperor? It's definitely an S tier, because I think the only one who can defeat the Kid Emperor is either Esdeath or Tatsumi, because Esdeath also has like large scale attacks. I'm gonna place Akame higher than Kid Emperor because although Akame would lose because that was just an OP Tegu, man, and Akame did beat Esdeath, so it's like Akame beat Esdeath beat Kid Emperor beats Akame, and Tatsumi just beats all of them. And then Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea is very what's the word? Very situational. She's an assassin, so I can't exactly place her on a 1v1 exactly. So you know what? I'ma just place her in her own rank. She's definitely not weak. She's mid. Maybe I'ma just place her between D to C. And then we have the guy who lost to Lubbock, Shura. Shura. Okay, Shura. Shura. Hmm. Shura. I don't know where to place Shura, man. I think Shura is D class. Technically, he does have a super OP ability, which is being able to transport anyone to the edge of the world, the edge of the universe. But other than that, he doesn't have any exactly strong attacks, I think. Because he's not as strong, I'm gonna put him in a T tier. And then Susanoo, I think Susanoo is stronger than Budo because Susanoo has his long sword attack, which is able to, you know, which potentially is able to bypass Budo's defense. Susanoo is agile and speedy enough to dodge Budo's lightning attacks. If Budo uses his jump card, Solid Shooter, Susanoo could easily use his Yata no Kagami to reflect Budo's Solid Shooter back at him. So I think Susanoo is stronger than Budo. Susanoo is actually really strong. It was a shame that Susanoo just has to deal with Esdeath. Alone, without his evolved form, I think he's basically Bulat level. But with his released or evolved form, he's definitely he's stronger than Budo. And then Doctor Stylish, I think you might also be A tier because I am going to consider that his minions and stuff, and he has this like Attack on Titan form. I don't think majority of the Night Raid is able to defeat this form. I think only Prime Tatsumi, enhanced Akame, as well as enhanced Susanoo are the only Night Raid members able to defeat Doctor Stylish with with all his troops. And I'm gonna place him below Kurome because Kurome also has his S tier beast, which is basically on par with Doctor Stylish. Basically, they're kind of equal, but I think the S tier demon, the S tier beast is much stronger, and thus I think Kurome is able to defeat Doctor Stylish. Therefore, this concludes our ranking the strongest characters in Akame ga Kill. We're ranking Akame ga Kill characters in terms of strength.